Hi, I'm Heinbach. Good to have you back. During my recent trip to Canada, where I played at the Forthwood Festival in Winnipeg and in Toronto, I paid a visit to a very special place that I first discovered last year as I was playing Forthwood Festival too. It's the Pool of the Black Star in the Legislative Building. This building was finished in the 1920s and it was built to Masonic standards. You've got stairs there that are divided by 13, 3 times 13. You've got all kinds of Masonic symbols everywhere. And in the middle, there's a rotunda. And when you cast a look down from that rotunda, you're looking into the Pool of the Black Star. The Pool of the Black Star does not only have a very metal name, it has amazing acoustic properties. It acts like a lens, so sounds from all over the building are transported in here and can be listened to. But that is not enough. If you stand in the middle of the room, your own voice and everything you do is reflected back upon you, which sounds crazy when you're standing there. Here you can see Mikè, Thomson, an actor from Greenland with whom I did a performance, experience that for the first time for himself. Our small group of artists, which includes Bana Haffar of Modular on the Spot fame and Layne Marley, a visual artist from Toronto, decided to start singing. Which in this space feels pretty amazing. Standing in the middle of the Black Star gives you the feeling that you're part of an 80-head choir and not just 4 people improvising vocal harmonies in a room. Once you go off-center, you get the most amazing echoes. Even hearing the claps through the built-in mics of the camera sounds great. I wish I had brought the proper equipment with me to record impulse responses as in this video. What I love about the sound of these echoes is how they break up. The last reverberation is just gorgeous. And I wish that someone would either make impulse responses from that or program a delay that sounds just like that. Call it the Black Star delay and you're golden in my opinion. We did not only record big sounds in there, we wanted to hear how tiny sounds are amplified in the middle of the room. And I feel they get a little bit of a magic realism edge to them when you listen closely. this was the last day that most of us were staying in Winnipeg, we only had an hour to record in there, which was a shame, but our flights were leaving basically 3 hours later. A quick note on the gear that we used. Bana had a huge Zoom recorder with her and extra mics, which I haven't heard, but I bet it sounds great. But I always rely on the Sony PCM D100. I love this recorder because the mics on it are great. The analog to digital conversion is astounding and beats out many high-end interfaces. And it's still handy, so it fits in a pocket. It's a big pocket, but it's easy to keep it on you at all times. And the mic positions that you can choose are really helpful for any situation that you might encounter. So this is not always the best solution for everything, but it is the quickest and fastest and most high quality solution to record sounds that I've found. Of course, it lacks inputs, it doesn't work as an audio interface, but simple tool, great sound, works. So I'm really happy with this one, even though I paid a lot of money for it. So now let's make some music with the tracks. So now I'm searching for the sounds. Yeah, that's a different thing. Yeah, here we go. So now I want to overdub on this again. So I'm bypassing the erase head. Don't like that click. Let's try this whole thing again. Go and erase the everything. Bring the erase head back in. Record. That's kind of beautiful. Next tape. I really kind of don't want to make much more. Let's try for sounds that are in here. Some direct. Of course we need these sounds. Adding some modulation. Making this piece was fun because I didn't have to do a lot. I knew that the character of the tape loop would add some brokenness, and when I pitch it down on one and overdub on the different speeds, I knew that it would give me a nice texture. So I didn't have to do much on the second loop, which was already very worn, which also sounded nice because it gave it a little micro rhythm. And then I added some of the sounds from the small glass ring that Layne used, and run that through the count to 5 from Montreal Assembly, just to make it a bit different and more exciting. But on the whole, there is not much to that because the source material already sounded great, which is 80% of the thing when you're composing something. And so thank you, Mikè, thank you, Bana, thank you, Layne, for participating in this. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can find the music on my Patreon, as well as the raw recordings from the Pool of the Black Star. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below, and see you in the next one. Bye.
Todd Barton, a new split cassette from Ultraviolet Light.